Hawaii is one of those magical places in the world, the 50th of the United States, an archipelago of 8 main islands with a coastline of nearly 750 miles. It's about 2,500 miles offshore, west of California, in the middle of the Pacific. It is for many the epitome of a tropical paradise, a dream destination that some save for nearly their entire working lives. Sun-drenched sandy beaches like Waikiki bring hundreds of thousands to bask in the sun and enjoy a warm 80-degree Pacific Ocean. This is Hawaii's first national park, established in 1916 within a week of the creation of the National Park Service. Originally named Hawaii National Park, it covered the volcanoes on 2 islands, Hawaii and Maui. In 1960, it was divided into 2 parks, Haleakala and Volcanoes National Park. Haleakala stretches out over 30,000 acres across Maui's southern and eastern shoreline. The dramatic change in elevation from subtropical to rainforest creates an environment for over 1,000 native species of flowering plants. Haleakala may be most famous for its spectacular sunrises. Nearly 1 million people visit Haleakala each year, many rising early to make the long drive to the visitor center to experience the magic of first light. It was granted International Biosphere status by UNESCO in 1980. Across the park are steep volcanic canyons surrounded by sharp ridges and peaks. The entire landscape punctuated by waterfalls pouring into tropical paradise-style pools. Mile upon mile of hiking opportunities it would take years to exhaust. On the southeastern coast, just past Hana, the Kipahulu Visitor Center, located near the Ohio Pool.
Lava flows are incredible. Walking the lava flows down below it, where the eruption's hitting the sea from Pu'uo'o vent. 2,000-degree lava flow. If you're a visitor, you could do the hike out there. It's at your own risk, of course, because it's very dangerous, but it's possible to actually go out there and experience the surrealism of 2,000-degree heat. You can't begin to describe what that's like. You have to do it in order to really enjoy it. So, but it's a dangerous hike, so you got to be very careful if you ever decide to take something like that on. We have pahoehoe lava and a'a lava. Those are the 2 types of lava that are found here in Hawaii. And geologists all around the world actually start adapting those names to describe the different types of lava they find wherever they may be as well. Pahoehoe lava is typically what comes out of these volcanoes first. It's anywhere from 2,000 to 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's got a lot of gas in it, so it's real highly viscous. It just flows nice and smooth. When it loses its gas and cools down a little bit, it turns into a'a lava. And that's when the flow is basically just tripping over itself and chunking out these real sharp, jagged rocks that you see all around. After the flows are done, if you're driving amongst the area, oftentimes you see areas that look like vast areas of Oreo cookie crumbs all crumbled across the earth. Well, that's a'a flows. The pahoehoe flows are usually nice and smooth flows, real ropey looking. The crater, the caldera of Kilauea, is approximately 2 miles by 3 miles wide. It's about 400 feet deep right now. There's been times in the past when it's been 1,000 feet deep and there's been a boiling pit of lava down below. But there's many changes that go on with this volcano. Kilauea is a young volcano. It's approximately 350,000 years old, but that's nothing for a volcano. She's really, if she were a human, for instance, she'd be about 5 years old. She's still growing, she's still maturing.
To commemorate and honor America's struggle in the Pacific, the National Park Service has now established a network of parks, historical parks, and monuments to honor the Valor in the Pacific, appropriately named World War II Valor in the Pacific. Comprised of Park Service units in Hawaii, Alaska, and California, but also related to parks in Guam and several other mainland states. The anchor for this series of sites, the USS Arizona Memorial. Architect Alfred Priest, an Austrian who was at the beginning of the war detained as an enemy of the state because of his Austrian birth, designed the memorial, which spans midship the sunken USS Arizona. The lower or sagging center represents the low point of the Pearl Harbor attack. The raised ends, American pride before the war and the eventual U.S. victory in the Pacific. The memorial was dedicated in 1962. Retired Marine Kent Schaefer, who is now a park ranger here, shared some of his thoughts and insight regarding the memorial's significance.
The folks that come out today to come and visit us, they try to make that parallel between what happened in World War II with here at Pearl Harbor, the attack, the devastation, and the 9/11 events. We have a lot of folks that are looking for answers to tie that in with those that were before, and this is a place where they come to try to seek those answers and make that gap from what their parents went through, their grandparents.
What are the floats out there? Is that what it was moored to?
These are the mooring blocks you're looking at, the original keys or quays. Two of these would hold one battleship. That was the Nevada site you're looking at there. Nevada was there by herself. She was able to make a run after the attack began. They had people down in the engine room, got her powered up, and she went around this whole mess and towards what they call Hospital Point down here.